My take on temps before I started working with Allegiance, it wasn't good. Starting the general manager position at the DC, Allegiance has a relationship with the company that I worked for, and so they were already established there, and so I met Tony. I left that conversation with Tony feeling confident that he knew what I needed, and he was gonna work on that.
On the job hunt, trying to find something, popped up on my email, sent the email back, and I called Tony, and he said, come right on in. I think that's the thing that impressed me the most was, okay, let's go. There wasn't no, let's wait, come next week. He's like, can you come in now? I said, I sure can, give me an hour. And I'd say a week, 2 weeks into it, I was a lead, then a supervisor, and then, it happened fast.
When I met Ike, he was already in that supervisor role. So he was a good fit. He knew all the employees. He had worked with them on the floor, so he had that relationship with the employees. So for me being new at the facility at that time, I relied heavily on Ike because Ike had the close personal relationships with these guys. So he was in the fight with them, and then now he was leading them. In the first batch of hires through Allegiance, there was some really good candidates that came out that became part of the leadership team. Ike was one of the big ones.
One thing I admired and respected about Ricky was his work ethic, because we were like the same. Hard worker. I was almost like, hey Ricky, you're doing too much. Let me handle that for you.
My experience with Allegiance was great. I mean, I have no complaints. But for me as an employer, right, as a general manager, and I'm responsible for what happens for the entire operation, I have to make sure that I have the staffing and I have the right people in place. It changed my outlook on what the relationship, the employer and the temp company relationship can be like. Because before that, I was like, hey, temps, I want to stay away from temps as much as possible. Now, with my experience with Allegiance now, I understand the benefit. I couldn't have done what I did at this facility without Allegiance.
One thing I can say about Allegiance, they're gonna place you right where you need to be, reflecting your resume. Whatever your resume is, they're gonna apply that to you and where they place you at. And it's gonna be quick. They're gonna fast track you real quick. It was, okay, need your name, phone number, resume, come on in. Next day, or maybe even the same day, we got an assignment for you.
You know what I mean? So there's really no bad experiences. And I know I'm in an interview, but it's the truth. I mean, I've never had a bad experience that I could call out with Allegiance right now.